TV cameras all set. Okay, questions for Coach tonight?
Explain what happened at the end of the game.
No, honestly, I don't want to dwell on a great college basketball game. They apparently had an extra guy on the court. I noticed at the very end, and our assistant was talking to the ref about it. I don't exactly know if it's a reviewable play, but I've heard just from after the game that if one ref leaves the floor, that apparently it can't be reviewed or talked about. So we still had a chance to stop them even with 6 guys. We really did, and the guys fought hard. The fact that it ended like it did is a little disappointing because the guys fought so hard. I'm so proud of them. I told them after the game, they made the families proud, they made the coaches proud, they made the Hilltopper fans proud, and it got loud at the end, probably the loudest the arena has been all year, and it was obviously a response to the effort and making plays. Every single guy made plays to get us back in that game when we were down, or to give us a lead, or hustle plays, and that's the kind of effort we're going to have.
You feel like that if a ref leaves the floor, it can't be reviewed. I mean, is it a deal where well, I don't care, it needs to get right? I mean, is that kind of your opinion on that?
I honestly, I can't take it back. We can't take it back. The thing you hurt is for the guys because they fought so hard, and for it to end not 5-on-5 for whatever reason, whatever the rule is, that's what you hate because, how many minutes? 2 overtimes. So you had a lot of minutes of good basketball. For it to end on, that's a snapshot of the game, to be honest. And like I said, we're not going to dwell on it. We can't do anything going forward.
Quick turnaround.
Other than put that play in, maybe. Put the six-man deal in.
Quick turnaround going to Saturday. How do you keep the guys' spirits up? I know 5-11, but a heartbreaking loss going into another game.
We had a terrific week of practice. I think the guys have been really focused. They're 18 to 22-year-old kids. There's negativity out there. There's no doubt. That's the truth of it. But they have locked in to being there for each other and worked hard on preparation for an opponent. That's what the goal is the next 24 hours. And I want to build on this. I want our guys to understand we have been in just about every game, and then there's been a turning point where we put our heads down, not executed, not stay with the game plan, and we've let games get away from us. Tonight we got down 7 and fought back hard, and we did it together. Thought their body language and their effort to help each other as teammates was terrific. So we're going to try to build on that and stay positive.
You talked about negativity. Obviously, you're obviously aware of what the negativity is. How have you shielded the guys from it, or how do you try to shield it from
we just talk about being positive. Hey, when I was here my first year, no one thought we were going to be very good, and the team kind of had an attitude about them that we were going to prove people wrong, and I think our guys are starting to do that. Honestly, tonight, I just wanted the guys to have fun and play ball and be there for each other. That's the biggest part that I thought we made a jump tonight. I thought the guys really rooted for each other. The bench was into it. The guys that came in the game, the guys came out of the game, they understood, got to make adjustments, whatever. I think the guys, it's not easy. It's not easy when you're losing. It's not easy because it's hard to understand when you've come from winning programs and what goes into losing and what's going to get you turned around. And the big thing is just the effort and the attitudes, and they've been terrific. I mean, it is so different from a year ago when we were struggling. It's not even funny. It's just an experience thing, and we got to experience winning. Tonight was a big step forward. We just didn't have an extra possession like Lafayette did, to be honest.
How do you yourself personally deal with some of these guys?
Just lock in to what we're doing. Just lock in to the guys. Get a love on them and help them understand how to deal with this. That's my job. We can't control some things, but we can control our effort and getting better and trying to tune out any kind of negativity that there is. No matter, justified, unjustified, young, old, how we're playing, how we finish, first half, second half, who's hurt, all those things. All we can control is how hard we work and how locked in and focused we are, and that's what we're trying to do.
You feel like you could have put Lafayette away early?
put away.
They had like 7-point, 8-point lead.
You know what? Honestly, as we grow and develop, our team will be able to do that. You know, kind of throw a knockout punch. We're still trying to get to that point, and you got to take steps. You know, you can't go from a team that's in a 1-2 possession game to a team that's knocking out teams that are pretty tough and gritty and well coached like Lafayette. I just don't. It's not realistic. It really isn't. But honestly, we got to make some shots, and the guys are working. They're putting in extra time on the free throw line. They're putting in extra time in the gym. That's what we're doing as coaches. You know, because when it cuts down to it, you just got to get back in the gym and go to work. The fact that we're not in school now allows us some extra time with the guys, and I think it's definitely helping. But I'm telling you, watch the tape, and at the end of the game, we had really good looks. Really good looks, and we took 14 more field goals than Lafayette. You know, that's saying something. We got a positive assist-to-turnover ratio. I thought the guards totally locked into what we're trying to do: drive, pivot, pass. Big jump, big jump. So those are the things we'll try to tweak and get better at and continue to shoot, make shots.
You okay with Jamal taking that shot in the regulation?
Oh, absolutely. I thought, you know, we executed big time. Now, they contested the shot, so it was tough. You know, he ended up at a tough angle. But you tell me, you know, 6 seconds to go, Nigel sets a great screen in transition to get him open, and we get a shot at the rim that is contested, but, I mean, I'll take a rim shot anytime to end the game. And, you know, Jamal executed, the whole team executed really well that last play, so that says a lot.
With the ticket promotion where tickets were $1, were you a little disappointed with the amount of fans that showed up tonight?
No. Once again, focused on the people that came. I'm sure we had some fans that, you know, watched it on TV. And I know that was the loudest it's been at the end of the game, so appreciate the support of the people in the stands. And I think it's a direct correlation of how hard we played. And I think the people that were at this game will go home and they'll tell others how hard the team played. And I think they'll be back. And I think that's an important part of this whole process.
You lost 3 straight at home now. You've got a Troy team coming here Saturday who's also struggled a little bit too. Do you feel like this is a must-win for you guys?
I view every game with that kind of importance. You know, I'm not going to tell the guys that, but we are going to talk about that we got to take care of the game in front of us. And, you know, like I said, tonight preparation, I mean, this week preparation was terrific. A lot of guys, they were locked in. They were loose in terms of not carrying their emotions with how we're playing on their sleeves, and they moved on to the next game from the last game, and that's important. We're going to try to do the same thing with this short turnaround. Troy's an unconventional team. They're the kind of team that can come in and cause problems because they're unconventional, you know, because they play 5 guards sometimes. So we're going to have to adjust. The guys have been locked in on scouting reports and personnel. I think they do a great job. We're going to have to do that with a quick turnaround against Troy. And we're not going to take stuff for granted. You know, we can't. We're not the type of team that can do that, and we never want to do that.
I know Vinny played well early in the game, but didn't get much time down the stretch. I guess do you think George had a better matchup down like
Well,
the game? Or?
you know, Vinny was terrific. He was terrific. A lot of hustle plays. And I thought he got a little bit tired, but not, you know, him coming out of the game was not how he was playing. I thought George athletically was kind of due. George wasn't playing great early in the game. I just felt like athletically and getting some offensive rebounds and some hustle plays, I thought George gave us just a little bit more. But, you know, Vinny played terrific. I'm really proud of him.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks everyone.